should we go to? Let's go to Kevin Brennan next. Would you care to do that?
Of course.
What do you say? I think this will be a quicker segment, but I was interested in looking at Kevin Brennan because, first of all, I don't understand what this trend is, and I guess my buddy Luis J. Gomez is to blame for some of it because he does this Carnival Combat and all this stuff. Like he just fought Tim Butterly, and
Beat him. I'm surprised by that.
Yes, he is legally adopting Tim Butterly, I believe, is the repercussions. But he does these fights and he does them at Skankfest and Ellis Mania and all that type of shit. And then you would hear Stuttering John threatened he wanted to box Shuley and all this kind of stuff. For some reason, a lot of these comedians want to be fighters. Now, Lewis legitimately gets into shape.
Right.
John, I don't think would.
No.
Someone I really don't think would be Kevin Brennan,
right,
who now apparently wants to box Mike Harrington, who's Lewis's producer. And Dave, he's messaging Mike Harrington being like, I want to fight you and Dave Smith.
I think Dave will kill him. Legitimately kill him.
Well, I think Dave said, I'm here every Monday. He can come find, I'm not being a tough guy, but if he wants to fight me, let's just come to the stand every Monday. I'm here.
Because Dave's also not, from the stories they told, and especially in the older episodes of Legion of Skanks, when they first started, they used to fight all the fucking time.
They seem like scrappers, unless they're just bullshitting. They seem like they've gotten plenty of fights in their day.
It's true. They have said they've been good at basketball, and it was some of the worst play I've ever seen in my life. But
Dave wasn't there for that, to be fair.
That's true.
They needed Dave. Yeah.
That's true. They did need Dave.
He's the athlete of the group, apparently.
Apparently.
But, yeah, so Kevin Brennan wants to fight Dave. So I don't know. He's doing all these things for attention. I think he got high off the Matthew Perry thing, which, I don't hate the way he handled it, but it seemed like he thought, that meant his podcast was going to blow up or something. It was anything real. You're not going to get any attention out of that other than the week and a half of TMZ articles.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to check and say, Kevin Brennan pulls all his podcasts down, so it's hard to find clips of the show. Excuse me. But they have this channel, Misery Loves Clips, where they post some of their best stuff. And I saw there was a 3.5-hour episode up there. And I said, boy, there's got to be a lot of good stuff in here. Maybe I'm going to be a fan of the podcast because this is what they put out to say, hey, guys, you should come listen to the stuff on Patreon. You should pay for this content. So I figured we might as well take a look at, what all the fuss is about. This is one of the this is the advertisement for the show, essentially. Let's see what Kevin and the boys are up to on Misery Loves Company.
This is called Hot Start.
He's an energetic guy. He's loud. He's got a lot to say. He's blustery. So obviously, the podcast is going to start with a lot of energy, I imagine.
We've begun, by the way.
Hello?
Kevin. We're doing it. We're doing it.
What are we doing?
We're doing it.
You paused it, right?
Nope.
What's going on? Kevin, you shouldn't have started yet. Do you know you're on?
By the way, all the people that give me shit or whatever when we start a couple minutes late, it's so this doesn't happen when we start.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world if you're 3 minutes late. Get your shit in order first, Kev.
It's so it doesn't look like that. Still going.
All right, play it again.
It is.
No. Play the clip.
I am.
No, start the clip. I'm not hearing anything.
Jesus Christ.
You said it, Kev.
Accurate.
I'm sure it ramps up after that. Listen, sometimes you want to have a natural start. He's low energy, so he's kind of, gearing up. So yeah. I'm sure he gets better after that.
Yeah, this is him just riffing.
Good.
I'm drinking. Jesus Christ.
No, you said it, buddy. We remember from a few seconds ago.
This is for the people that'll find out the roast episode of Patrice that's coming out eventually. When what's his face? He's just God damn it.
It's Keith Robinson.
Yeah, this is Keith Robinson.
To think of something to say.
His tick is Jesus Christ. Goddamn motherfucker.
Jesus Christ, I'm a hack. I don't have anything to say. What the fuck am I doing?
I'm drinking.
At least, like, that's annoying, but at least it's words. It's not just silence.
Right. He looks like he just woke up.
I'm drinking. Jesus Christ.
How
He
many
makes
times?
his
Are you
notes-
replaying that?
Yeah, I did start it over.
Okay, I was going to say, how many times does he say Jesus Christ? Jesus. Jesus. No, I'm saying.
He does make some money, obviously, from like super chats and stuff. You
Oh, he does. I think he does, like, pretty well.
You think he would buy a fucking microphone at this point?
Well, that's the interesting thing about Kevin is he doesn't give a fuck about his show.
It's crazy.
Like, he does well enough doing nothing. And that, you know, so good for him. Keep doing it. This is what, like, he got mad at me, like, you're telling me how to do my show. No, do whatever the fuck you want. Do a terrible show if you want. But I'm also going to point out that it's terrible.
And this was all
You're not
because
doing a show, you're reading comments.
It was just all because you said you wanted him to have Shuli on his show once.
Right, yeah, no, he hates me. I'm an asshole. He literally, I came up somewhat recently, and he goes, I hate that guy. I hate, he has hate in his heart for me, because I was like, oh, that's weird. He didn't want to have Shuli on when John was on. I hate him now.
I'm drinking. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you said it, Kev.
Sometimes you just got to drink, right? There's no other answer but to drink.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do, yeah, I'm still doing a show on Saturday.
How about today? Are you going to do one now? Don't promote Saturday till there's something going on today.
I always feel bad when the show starts a couple minutes late. You know, just making sure everything's in order and all that stuff. But you don't want to see this. And we don't want this to get pulled and played on other shows.
If this is, and you know, Kevin makes more money than me, I'm sure. So if this is the model, just start the show before I'm even in my chair. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, and they can get the hello.
I'll sit down and then go, oh, we're on? Jesus. Oh, I need some water.
Sometimes you just got to get hammered.
That's broadcasting.
I might do a show every night. I don't know. Anyway, it's refreshing. Is Shuli doing a show up against me?
This is where Kevin fucking sucks because he doesn't care about his audience. And he's like, I might do a show every night because I can fool these people into super chatting me.
Yep.
And super chats just mean he could do a show. Like, I could do a show every day and be like, hey, super chat me. I'll read your super chats. But I won't have enough content to fill time every fucking day. And that's what is true of Kevin also. There's never any content.
Yeah, his show just became reading super chats and then him taking pictures, and you just see like the tops of his eyes as he takes a picture of whatever the fuck it says on the screen.
To be fair, every once in a while he mentions that Ray DeVito is dumb and Chad Zumock sucks at comedy. I got to give him that. He does really mix it up every once in a while.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Seriously, I was talking about it earlier, but it is a
Oh yeah, and right here he's talking. He's like, "Is Shuli doing a show up against me?" I think anyone is, and anything is a show, and this is not.
Well, he's obsessed with Shuli. I guess Shuli stream snipes Kevin now or something.
I am on record saying I hate that shit.
Well, here's the thing. I don't I don't think that's an interesting show. Just watching someone else's show live. Like, I don't think it's a great show. Shuli's allowed to do whatever the fuck he wants also. That's the thing is, like, I said that to Shuli on his show. He argued with me. He wasn't like, I hate you now. He was just like, I disagree with you.
That's weird. Like, people had different opinions and they can still, they can still get along.
But, like, I don't love that as a show. But what's even less of a show is just being like, is Shuli watching me? Oh, Shuli's a fucking idiot. I fucking hate Shuli. Is he watching me? Hi, Shuli. You're just talking to each other. You're just old men talking to each other through the podcast. None of it is a show. You're not adding commentary to it. You're not building a storyline or anything. It's just you reading and doing nothing. Like, and listen, I know you make money at it, and you're allowed to do it, Kevin. Keep doing it if you enjoy doing boring shit and making money at it. That's perfectly fine. Of course you're allowed to do it. But I'm also allowed to say it's fucking boring and monotonous.
Oh, yeah. And, like, if everyone acted like a child like he did, like Carl wouldn't talk to you right now because you're like, I don't want to talk about Stuttering John anymore. He'd
What do
be
you
like,
mean?
fuck him. How could he not wanna? Like,
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. No, people have to do things the way Kevin wants to do them, or he disowns them,
yeah,
and then he's friends with them again 3 days later, and then he hates them. It's all, it's all just horseshit, basically. He doesn't hate any of these people, by the way. He hates them as much as he hates me. He doesn't know me. He doesn't hate any of these people. He doesn't care about Shuli. He just he pretends because I guess the drama is good for his brand. I don't know if there's any growth to it. I don't know if his channel grows every month or it's just the same people that keep donating, but it works for him. I'll give him that.
But I mean, first they were sniping me, then they put up a show up against me, then they put a show about me up against me.
But all you're doing is talking about what Shuli's doing. So how is that better, Kevin?
do you hear the friggin' energy in which he's talking with right now?
He's tired. He doesn't want to be doing a show. That's
Yeah,
like none of this. He's doing it for money, which is the worst kind of entertainment.
Yeah,
he's
like,
putting no work into it. He doesn't care about the product. He's just doing whatever and saying, "Give me money." I think it's the greediest, least entertaining way to do podcasts.
yeah, Mike. Real quick though, Ira the Weatherman, $2. Shout out to Blind Mike. KB is no goddamn good.
Well, of course. Thank you, Ira. I heard the Weatherman. I remember him. That's an Opie and Anthony reference.
But yeah, he's just like whatever. I think he actually got excited that Shuli was doing a show because he's like, oh, thank fucking God, I don't have to think about what to do for the next however long. I'll just watch him.
Well, you would think, but like they don't do anything. This episode, and it's not. Here's the thing. Most of it's not even worth clipping. I'm not saying like the whole show is so bad. It's just nothing. Like, yeah, eventually Ray DeVito and Pat Dixon come on, and he's like, "So Ray, you roasted Chad?" And then Ray's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Were you any good?" He's like, "Yeah, I won. I did okay." And they're like, "Okay, back to the chat." And then like 20 minutes later, they're like, "So Ray, how's the roast?" And he's like, "It was good." And Kevin's like, "Nice. You're retarded." And Ray's like, "Oh, come on, you rascal."
No follow-ups on anything.
That's the whole show.
Yeah.
Me. Then they put up a show up against me. Then they put a show about me up against me. Talking about counter.
The show about you is more interesting because something's happening.
Right.
Like, this is more interesting than Kevin's show because we're making fun of him. There's this Kevin's show, there's nothing happening.
Right.
It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I'm flattered. Don't get me wrong. So I don't know how this is going to go because I don't know how many people have off tomorrow. I was thinking a lot, but maybe not as much as I thought. I don't know, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, then so this is like the day before Veterans Day, I think, and he's talking about like, I don't know how many people are going to watch this. Just do the show. Why does it matter? Here's the thing. Like someone commented earlier, like we have more live listeners if we're talking about Stuttering John or whatever. That doesn't even come into my mind because I have a show planned to do. I'm not beholden to the amount of viewers we have live or the amount of total viewers we get throughout the week. It doesn't matter because I'm able to do a show because I have shit I want to talk about. Like if 1,000 people aren't in the chat to make content for me, I still have a plan. You know, if no one shows up to watch it, I can still do a show.
Exactly. For hours, which we've been doing.
Yeah.
With no hesitation, too. And we're like, all right, and we can tell sometimes, too, if something's not really working. We're like, all right, let's move on. We got several other things we can talk about.
Well, you're right. And I'm not like, oh, I have I ever asked you how many people are in the chat? I can't see it because it doesn't matter to me. I don't need that.
Dang Lizard, €5. Shuli is not stream sniping as much anymore. They mainly do the Auntie Karen show about KB with clips, but live reaction like Uncle Rico, but about KB.
Am I allowed to say we kind of started at the same time? Can I cling to the narrative that Shuli stole my idea? I feel like they happened too close together. He didn't, let me be clear, he didn't steal my idea, but I'd like to start saying he did.
Well, the people listening should start telling Shuli that he did.
Yeah, guys, everyone say, know that I don't believe it, but everyone just starts saying that Shuli stole the idea from me, all right?
And everyone clip around that part of Mike saying that.
Yeah.
And make it seem like he was like, man, he did it.
I know Dang Lizard is in there. I think he's one of their guys. So go report back and claim that Shuli has stolen this from me.
Old Man Tells a Story. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Randall P. McMurphy. That was a good movie. Yeah, that was a good movie. I went to that movie, Cuckoo's Nest. I saw it. I was on like a first date at the movie.
This is what we say about like Rosie O'Donnell and Alec Baldwin. This is nursing home shit.
Yeah.
Where this is what we're about to embark on is a conversation that should be happening in a nursing home, not on a podcast.
Yeah,
Kevin's just about to tell us about the old days, and the story goes nowhere.
My friend took me. It was double date. Me and my friend. Is my Wi-Fi bad? Him and my friend, and like I was on a first date, so I couldn't like make a move because. But I was back then. You watch the movies. We'd be watching them in the. We'd be smoking cigarettes, so I didn't even care about making a move. I'd rather smoke a cigarette than make a move. I'm kidding. You had to make back then. You had to make a move at the movies, or else you're gay. Because every
nice
movie, let me make sure I send Pat the thing.
How about doing that before the show, Kev? If you have guests coming on, maybe send them the link before the show starts. You know, you don't have to do it once you're broadcasting and in the middle of a story.
Yeah, we'll start the next show. It'll be just me, and be like, oh, I should probably send Mike the link.
I think people would enjoy that.
I think so. Like, oh, you fucked up. Oh, you suck, dude.
That's the thing is like Kevin's willing to critique, like, I talk too much. That was his criticism of me. Like when I'm on Carl's show, I guess, I talk too much. How about talking at all, Kevin? How about starting a sentence, having an ending in mind when you start it, and making a couple coherent points along the way? Maybe a few punchlines. How would that be? Maybe try talking on your fucking show. It isn't poison. You don't have to stay away from it, you fucking moron. Do something on your show to create entertainment. Is that so bad that I talk on a podcast?
Apparently. Next, Ray and Pat Dixon have joined, and this is
thank God.
Good old busting chops.
Yeah.
Is it wine or pre-mixed Cuervo? Is it wine?
Boy, the energy is always there.
Cuervo shows are mostly the same, but you'll go longer with the Margies. Think it's all sugar. Let's have fun. God bless. Is it wine or pre-mixed?
Well, I like even the people watching are like, the shows are always the same. Every day is the same, where Kevin just rambles about nothing. Let me guess, Kevin hates something today? Oh, that's shocking. What are the chances?
Is he in a mood?
Oh, does Kevin not like something that happened? Does it possibly involve Shuli or Stuttering John or Ray DeVito or Chad Zumach? What are the chances that Kevin doesn't like it?
Shows are mostly the same. Oh, he's saying the shows are mostly the same, regardless of what I drink. But you'll go longer with the Margies. Think it's all the sugar. Let's have fun. God bless. No, the Margies, they make me. I need to urinate more. When I drink the red wine, I don't have to. I don't have to go to the bathroom as bad. Thanks, James O'Sullivan.
Well, Kevin, here's an interesting topic. Could you tell us what you take for medication?
What?
How many times during the night do you get up to pee? These are all things that you should be talking about.
Does anyone in the chat know why he takes pictures of every super chat?
Is it is he reading them? Like he can't see them, so he enlarges them? That's selfishly what comes to my mind.
He reads them, and then after puts his phone up and takes a picture of it. Like,
is he making a scrapbook of some kind?
It's almost like to fall asleep at night, he just scrolls back and remembers the good times.
Oh, that was a good one. Remember when this guy said I should drink margaritas? That was fun.
Dang Lizard, €5. You got it, Mike. After stealing everything he could from Carl, Shuli stole the Auntie Karen show from you.
And Dang Lizard, if you could make it seem like I'm really fucking pissed about it. Like start a thing where it's like I'm gonna there's irreparable damage. Like I won't even go on to talk to him about it. Make it seem like I'm.
The goal is to get him so fucking mad to just prove that he didn't look at this at all.
Make Shuli rip me a new asshole about this.
Clearly, he didn't listen.
before listening to me saying all of this. That'd be
Yes.
fun.
That'd be very funny.
Because I like Shuli. I have no issue with him. I know a lot of people hate him, but
Off tomorrow. You guys have off tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Pat, lucky you. You got tomorrow off.
Yeah, I know. I really scored it. I have to go to the veteran cemetery. I don't know.
My dad was in the military.
To Ray's credit, he's like, I need to say something here.
just a dumb, dim-witted child. My dad was in the military.
To his credit, though, he heard the dead air and that the thing was fucking dying and was like, I'm just gonna say something.
Yes. Yeah, Ray's the most likable person. Actually, Pat Dixon's okay.
Yeah.
They're like fine. And like I said, once the two of them popped in, it was just like, I don't have a ton of clips of that because it was just like whatever. But like Kevin doesn't do anything. He's just like, he's monotone the whole time. I guess maybe the show is exciting when he gets riled up and says someone sucks.
Yeah.
That's great. When he calls someone a hack. I
Yeah.
guess he really hates Dave Smith. That's how that whole thing started.
Yep.
Who else? Oh, every other comic that has ever stepped onto a stage. That's right. How can I forget? Everyone that's ever done comedy is somehow more successful, but shittier than Kevin.
I have to go to the veteran cemetery. I don't know.
My dad was in the military.
Hold on.
Okay.
Is that outro worthy?
I have to do a complete surgery on it anyway. So if you want it, now's the time.
Yeah, throw it in there because it's such a non sequitur.
Okay.
My dad was in the military. I think it fits perfectly after one of the Ojeda clips, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, put it in the outro.
My dad was in the Navy, old Navy.
Is that a store joke? Because that's literally the worst joke I ever heard in my fucking life.
My dad was in the Navy. So like the joke is that he worked at Old Navy?
I hope not. I hope not. I hope he means like the Navy back in the day when it meant something cool, not
I don't know.
holding
Jesus
pants.
Christ.
My dad was in the Navy, old Navy.
Old Navy. That's where I bought my jeans.
Oof.
For real? You buy jeans at Old Navy?
Yeah. and-
For real. Like Kevin can't believe it. Why would Ray lie about that? It's not an interesting fact.
No, he was just saying it to kill dead air on your own fucking show, Kevin.
I buy my jeans at Old Navy. Really? Oh, good. Here's an avenue of conversation we can go down. Ray buys his jeans at the mall. Crazy.
Here we have Find Pat's YouTube.
Yeah, so this is what a lot of the show was taken up with was Pat Dixon, I guess, had a YouTube channel taken down and then like hasn't tried to recreate one because he had some, I think he was on like Fuentes's network, like that Cozy TV.
Mm-hmm.
And he got bumped from that somehow. I don't really know what happened. But anyways, they're telling Pat Dixon like you should be on YouTube. And he's like, I haven't put any effort in. I have a channel, but there are no subscribers. So they spend, I don't know, like 6 minutes of just dead air trying to find Pat Dixon's fucking YouTube channel.
And he gives the handle.
This is an excerpt.
I YouTube P. Dixon and I get this sexy country singer. So
Well,
this shirt. What is
at
it?
P. Dixon is the at is the handle. So
All right, I'm gonna find you.
Right,
Yeah.
don't scare us off. So it's not P. Dixon. Just go with P. Dixon on with no spaces. P. Dixon on YouTube.
I did.
with an at thing in front of it, right?
How about I've got an idea. While Ray is searching for it, fucking talk about something.
Anything at all.
Just anything. Instead of watching Ray Google, just fucking talk about something. It'll take him a couple minutes. He'll get there eventually. Or you search and make them carry the conversation, Kevin. Just something that makes a show. YouTube, I've never been for censorship, but YouTube should start saying, if you're not fucking talking, your show gets taken down. How's that?
at PDIXON. There's nothing hardly up there right now, but whatever, there will be. And,
So you just go to YouTube and put in P. Dixon.
Yes, that's what he's saying. Yes.
It takes a while to find it.
For the
though.
love of fuck.
I go in for Stuttering
So,
John.
I just found it in 2
Like, it
seconds.
takes me like an hour to get to his YouTube page because there's so many people trolling him.
It takes you an hour. Type in Stuttering John channel. It comes right up.
I just typed at P Dixon in, and it pops up his channel right there.
Imagine Kevin spending an hour of his day. Where is Stuttering John's channel? John, where are you?
If you could just look anywhere he posts, you'll find
He's
it.
just looking in his drawers. He literally doesn't know where to look. I can't find John anywhere.
Those other things come up first.
I'll tweet the link to it right now.
Yeah, I just put in P. Dixon. It says nothing, so it's not coming up for me.
Well, I'm probably shadow banned. That's
Already?
probably the other thing they did. Anyway, I just now tweeted the the link.
Oh, good. Yeah, that'll help. And what's your Twitter?
Twitter's at Pat Dixon.
That'll take days. No one will ever find that.
P. Dixon.
But YouTube is P Dixon. Yeah, but the link to YouTube is on the Twitter now. And
Ray, read this.
Ray, do it.
Jesus Christ. They just do nothing. Like, that's the whole show. And by the way, those are the most entertaining moments that I pulled. The rest of it is just boring.
This is our last clip.
All right, what do we got?
Anthony Zenhauser.
Oh, yeah, so they're talking about Anthony. This is how forced Kevin's act is they're talking about this Anthony Zenhauser guy who I guess is like Shuli's opener or something that goes on like that show all the time. He was on once when I was on. It seems like a fine enough guy. But Kevin, get this, Craig. Kevin hates him.
Oh,
Thinks he sucks. Thinks he sucks at thinks he sucks at comedy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a whole thing. It's a whole bit that he does. It's wacky. He says this Anthony Zenhauser, he sucks. It's mind blowing. It's actually pretty revolutionary if you go watch it.
I never would have expected that.
But here's how forced and tired Kevin's act is even the guys on his show are like, nah, he's fine.
Furious. Isn't it ironic that Zenhauser is the guy that delivers and looks like the guy that food's delivered to? It is funny. He looks like the kind of guy that should be waiting for food, not bringing food to you.
Hold on. Can I just ask this? So the joke is that he's a delivery man, but he's fat, I guess.
Yep.
Are delivery men, like I've gotten plenty of Uber Eats orders, believe me. Are delivery men known for their slender physiques? I don't know. If I was going to stereotype delivery drivers, they'd also look kind of shitty. You know?
I don't know if I've ever thought about that.
I don't know if bodybuilders are really getting into the Uber driving business.
But I will say that super chat right there, he reads it, pulls his phone up, takes a picture of it. I don't get it. And
did any of you guys in the chat know why he does that?
Why does he do it? He must have talked about it before. Someone tell me.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he saving all of them? Is it for... I was because, like, you know, YouTube gives you everything you need for taxes and all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
They give you all the analytics. I can't imagine what he's saving that data for.
And that wouldn't do shit for tax purposes because that could possibly not be all of them.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of that would be.
Man, you guys can't comment on that.
Zenhauser, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he looks like he eats. We all eat. He looks, yeah, I mean...
No, he looks like a guy who just...
I like that. Pat's like, yeah, I don't know. We all eat. What the fuck? We all need nourishment, and fucking he's one of them.
Food is good.
He looks, yeah, I mean...
No, he looks like a guy who just, he never leaves his couch.
No, he's
That's
a
what he
hustler.
looks
He's
like.
out there.
Oh, yeah.
Right, everyone? Doesn't he look like a fucking asshole? And they're like, no, not really.
Check it out. It's a great
DFK.
venue, and it'll be a great show.
So, you know why Bob had him on their show?
He's
Is
plugging
Bob
his
invited him
gigs.
on their morning show is because he knew Zenhauser is friends with the guy who books the club in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
So
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Kevin used to do a show with Bob Levy.
He did.
Am I to understand he doesn't like Bob now?
Yeah, I think he called him like a
Oh, what a turn of events. What a twist. He thinks, but does he think Bob sucks?
Yeah, he does
That's
actually.
Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy, Kevin. How do you continue to surprise us?
How do you know this?
Kevin, how do you do it? That's amazing.
Yeah, Bob.
He's taken off his hat, and get this, another rabbit he has pulled out. My God, it's mystifying.
We should learn from him.
Oh, that's impressive.
Oh, we have someone backstage, by the way.
Denhauser in there so Bob can get rebooked at Poughkeepsie. Because when I was in Poughkeepsie last time, I think I forget the guy's name, but he was like,
He's cool as fuck, the owner. I did a show with 10 House.
I'm sure Kevin was about to bash him. Ray DeVito just jumps in.
Crushed it. We had a good sized crowd, and it was fucking awesome night.
who asked you, right? Seriously, literally.
I'm
who
just
asked
saying.
you?
I like Denhauser. He's a fucking good dude.
He's
and
a
he's
piece
funny.
of shit, human garbage.
Funny guy. He
Funny
writes.
dude.
No one agrees with him. Even on, that's how many people Kevin hate is the guys he's giving an opportunity are like, yeah, you're just wrong. I don't know, man.
He's a piece of shit, human garbage.
A piece of shit. How many people? Like maybe Anthony Zenhauser is a piece of shit. I don't know the guy.
Could be.
What's the possible percentage that can of people that can be a piece of shit without it kind of making you a piece of shit for saying this over and over again about people?
Right.
Like clearly, Kevin, you're the problem. You're the common denominator in all of these situations. You're the asshole.
Correct.
It's not. There's no way it's everyone against you. Everyone's an asshole except the miserable cunt that's on YouTube every day. It's not possible.
And if it's not real, it's worse. If this is all a fucking act.
Oh, what a great bit it's been.
Ugh.
Kevin's angry again.
Ooh.
Who's he gonna spew his venom at today? And that's the thing, like when like Kirk rips people or Portnoy rips people or Stern back in the day or whoever, like when they would shit on people, it was funny.
Right.
It was you might say, oh, they're so negative, but like they were adding something. Like it was always unique. It was always funny. Kevin's every punchline is like, that guy sucks. Ooh, crazy. Can't wait to see who else he thinks sucks.
Kevin does 6. Oh, that's not mine.
What?
Kevin does 6 to 7 shows, 20 to 30 hours a week. At best, it's vicious and funny. At worst, it's this.
Yeah, so that is it ever funny though, or does it get tired? Obviously it's got to be funny at points because people are like sticking around, right? I don't think they're goofing on him. It's not like with John or whoever. Like it seems like some people enjoy it. So I imagine at points it does get funny, but it just seems I don't know how you get there. The journey seems too long to get to the treasure.
Jacob says he takes the pictures with his phone so he can maintain his own record of the super chats and see who his top contributions are from, allegedly. That doesn't make sense.
Why? Can't you just
Well, hold on. Let me
remember
rephrase
the names
that.
you see all the time?
I was going to say that does
We have-
make sense, and that's probably what he's doing. It just doesn't make sense that he does that instead of just
That makes sense to you?
No. That I mean,
Carl has 90 jingles. And he doesn't take pictures of his fucking his fucking super chats.
no. I meant like it makes sense that that's what he's doing. It doesn't make sense that he's doing it. Like
To remember his wait, but so he does it to remember his top contributors. Is he constantly scrolling through his old photos to see who his top contributors are?
I guess so.
Or what does he give them something at the end of the month? Like
Yeah, he
what's the
gives-
purpose of that?
He gives them a fucking grumpy like text tone jingle when they.
Oh, you fucking suck! Dang lizard, you're terrible.
Up, that means $5 from Dang Lizard.
What a treat.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Is that it for Kevin?
That's it for Kevin.
Beautiful. You know what? We'll save Ojeda for later. We'll have Hackride. Hackride, you said Hackride was backstage?
Yeah, with a sidekick.
What does that mean?
There's 2 people backstage.
Who's the other one?
Looks like a French fry.
Looks like a